Donald Trump is going to be the next president of America, riding into the White House on the back of a racist, misogynistic campaign. In a referendum, Britain has chosen to leave the European Union, despite the advice of economic experts around the world. Across Europe, far-right parties have been strengthened, with some poised to take power in elections. In my lifetime, social upheaval like this has been something we're used to seeing in other areas of the world, but now it looks to have come to the West. The analysis of this new political wave has arrived in dribs and drabs of competing theories proposed by political commentators. I'm going to try to piece together a cohesive theory which explains why this is happening. My documentary will be a video essay which tells a sociological story of the world, starting with the Enlightenment and quickly moving through industrialization into contemporary society. I will seek to build a picture as to what is going on. Adam Curtis's video essays are a key influence on me, and I will look to emulate his style of voiceover backed by found video clips for sections of my work. It will be shot in colour to capture the full gaudiness of modern life. The story I tell will be theoretically dense, but wear it lightly. There will be no mention of the term sociological theory or any theorists' names, but it will incorporate many different sociological ideas as it moves towards the present situation. A key challenge for the work will be how to make the story interesting and coherent. I will pay particular attention to its structure, starting with footage of violence at Trump rallies and clips of Trump's inflammatory rhetoric to capture the attention. As the story then builds chronologically to a revealing conclusion, I will employ many different documentary styles to maintain the viewer's attention. I'm particularly inspired by Woody Allen's eclectic inventiveness of form in Annie Hall. The critical theory of the Frankfurt School will be explored as issues of man's rationalization and domination over nature are illustrated by a dramatized sequence showing untouched nature, followed by modern man's appearance in it. As this person looks around at his surroundings, we will repeatedly switch shots from seeing him look to seeing the object of his gaze. Suddenly, with one of the switches, he will no longer be looking at nature, but at industrial Britain, and then he is there. At this point, Marx's critique of capitalism will be explored. Footage of the man looking through industrial surroundings will be interspersed with clips of factory workers and poor living conditions. A similarly executed switch in location will see the man suddenly arrive in modern consumer society. Consumer images will bombard him as his face is lit up in a style reminiscent of Hitchcock's nightmare sequence in Vertigo. The man has acted as a substitute for the viewer, guiding him through the story until the present day and inviting them to put themselves in his shoes. Now we have reached contemporary society, he leaves and we move on. The next section will show how we form our identities in the current Western world, taking in the theories of Castells on identity and Baudrillard on consumerism, among others. There will also be an examination of neoliberalism. It will be illustrated with a postmodern amalgamation of styles that matches the postmodern subject matter. All the techniques used are to service the telling of the story by showing as well as telling. The switch in section will be signified by a shot of me picking up a video camera. Then the aspect ratio will switch from 1.851 to 4:3. Along with the dropping of post-production gloss, it will indicate that we are now seeing through the video camera. While the more cinematic 1.851 was used for the dramatized section to indicate it was a story being told, the camcorder style mirrors the theme of modern society being processed through modern equipment and mass media. Tiny snippets of interviews with people among their possessions, interspersed with images of branding, will show how we construct identity around what we buy, and handheld footage will show people shopping. The analysis of neoliberalism that comes after will be accompanied by found footage showing the architects of the idea and some of the effects that it's having today. Finally, all these threads that have been built up through the documentary will come together, illustrated by clips of far-right rallies, to explain why this far-right resurgence can be appealing to people, and why now. Thanks for watching.